College?
College. It's brilliant. The worst thing you can do is...
Alrighty, guys. So here I am with another video. It's been a while because it's Easter. Isn't that cute? That is cute. Anyway, so today is April 19th and it is Tuesday. So Friday, so a couple days ago, I was able to finally take my bike with a purpose. And what I mean by a purpose, I actually took the bike to work. So 20 miles traveling, 5 miles on the ferry. Great. Went to a couple different places throughout the whole day, and it was interesting. So in order for me to go over to the city, I have to take the ferry. So from here to a ferry is about, I would believe, 12 miles, something like that. No, nothing serious. Anyway, so the ferry is every 20 minutes, so 6:20, 6:40, 10 after 7, so on and so forth. I left my house at about 6 in the morning, and I got to a ferry at 6:23. So that means I missed the ferry about 3 minutes. But um, again, there was a purpose in riding a bike. So there was no, babysitting the motor. There was no babysitting the battery. There was a purpose. I had to accelerate it when I was able to. I had to slam on my brakes when I needed to. I had to maneuver around the traffic. So everything was being tested out on a bike. Suspension, the seat, the tires, the pressure on the tires, the brakes, pretty much everything. And I really enjoyed it because this long distance that I thought that is going to be such a pain and almost unbearable task, it just became a fun ride. So it took me 23 minutes to get to the ferry, which is not bad. It is pretty far. And I took the local streets. I didn't take a bike path because there really isn't a bike path to go directly to a ferry. And then I waited for the ferry. It came at about 6:40, and 25 minutes later, about a little bit after 7:05, I was in the city. Took the city, went over the Brooklyn Bridge, which was nice and empty, so I was able to hit my, even up the hill, about 47 miles an hour, down the hill about 55, which is pretty hectic. I was able to reach that speed because, one, it was down the hill, two, there's nobody there on the bike path. Got off the bridge, took the local streets for a little while, went through a couple neighborhoods, came out close into Queens, and I was at work at about 7:40. Kind of stick to the point. Um, it wasn't a close call. I mean, 20 minutes it's a long time. If it takes me 20 minutes to get from my house to the ferry, I could travel a very long distance. You know what I mean? Come on, Papa. Watch your head, baby. Watch your head. Okay. So it wasn't bad at all. Again, there was a purpose in this trip. Um, Coming back was a little bit different because, of course, there was traffic. There were other people, cars, trucks, and I did get on a highway. If you're familiar with the city, BQE, Brooklyn Queens Expressway, and I got on the highway, two exits, and literally what takes me 45 minutes with a car, it literally took me 21 minutes with a bike, and I was so happy. I had about 35 minutes to kill, which was awesome, before I had to do another detail, and unfortunately going to the city, um, I somehow somewhat had this awkward situation where the city biker. You know, this is the people that rent out the bikes. Uh, Made a decision to overtake another bicyclist in his direction, uh, but forcing me to slam on my brakes because I was oncoming traffic, and it was scary, you know. Mind you, that I'm not wearing any gear, I'm not wearing a helmet. I mean, it's just crazy. So long story short, I saw that and I slammed on my brakes, and I've noticed that my front suspension, and now I know how it works, wasn't really set proper because the damping was extremely jumpy. You know, so when I slammed on my brakes, uh, the damp was so deep that it literally. And if you see my bike, I have a controller underneath the frame. So the tire really, literally got caught on a controller and kind of touched the controller, and it disformed the edge of the controller. It didn't rip it, it didn't dislodge it, nothing like that. But there is a small damage, just a cosmetic, so it's not a big deal. But it was scary. You know, I yelled at the guy. Yeah, you know, I could have made a U-turn and you know tell him my 2 cents. And but that's not that's what I that's that I don't want to get involved that way. You know, you never know right now nowadays what people got in the back of their mind and how they're gonna react to altercation. So, but that kind of like made me really pissed, and I didn't really enjoy it at all. So it was sad. But then afterwards, it was awesome coming back at night home. Um, you know, I had to take the ferry, so that killed my time. Usually with the car, it takes me 45 minutes. It took me same time with the ferry and traveling to my house. I got lost, kind of came off the route, and I realized because my GPS has me asked to take highways because of my car. I would have to take that feature out and just say avoid highways, and that's probably what I'm going to do next time. And uh, other than that, I was kind of sore. I was tired. You know, it was tiring. It wasn't a leisure, purpose of transport. It was necessity, and I had to get from point A to point B, and I had to move on with my daily routine, usually which I do with a car. What I do like is that I save time, money, gas, and everything else, you know. So this is a quick update on what's going on. I haven't done a video for some time. I did install the Bluetooth heating heating sensor on a bike, and right now it's kind of cold in New York, but my battery stays at 45 degrees. As long as it doesn't go below 33, it's totally fine, right? Totally fine. And we should be fine because tomorrow's supposed to be nice and warm. It's supposed to be 60, and Friday it's going to be 70. So today is Tuesday, and I'm planning to take the bike out again Friday because it's kind of like a Friday where I kind of gotta do like a double shift. So I start 8 o'clock in the morning, I finish at midnight. So it's like 16 hours. Maybe that's why I'm exhausted. But I was tense on the bike, you know, clenching the bike with my thighs, and I had some muscle aches, if you might say. All right. Um, you guys let me know what is it that you want to watch. The build is complete. Honestly, there's really nothing to do. I can upgrade a couple things. Bigger, better headlight, but this headlight is totally fine. It's really bright. Motor somehow, somewhat stood very nice and cool. There's no issues with the brakes. Um, no issues with the controller. It seems the controller is actually warmer than the battery, which is awesome. But other than that, it's it worked out perfect. It was really surprisingly error free, thank God, and that's what I was aiming for. The charge time, it was pretty decent. I charged it for about the 23 minutes I was at the ferry, and I was able to charge 7 volts. So, whatever, 84 minus 7. So I charged 7 volts. And also when I got to work, it took about 7 hours to fully charge. I believe I was at 75 volts, so it took me 7 hours to charge it back up again to 84. Um, Obviously at 84 volts, the bike has crazy torque. Even at 75 volts, the bike's got crazy torque. Like I said, the torque ends at about 68 volts, which I haven't had the chance to go that low yet, and I don't think I'm going to. Um, yeah, I will probably have 50% when I get to work in the morning. It will probably take a little bit longer to charge again, but that's not a big deal. It's not a deal breaker. I do have the rapid charger for 10 amps. This one is 5, so it's totally fine. It's the original one that came with the battery, and I luckily I didn't have any problems. Surprisingly, the motor was cool. Unlike other times I took the bike, it was so hot. But the difference is here I didn't continuously, rode the bike, 55 miles an hour. Mostly it was, 35 and under. So I can understand why it wasn't hot, which is great. I know what the abuse is and how much I can abuse the motor. So going 35 miles and below, it's not really abusing in the motor, which is great. Um, the uh, the brakes, I didn't overcook it. They were braking fine. Suspension was fine. The calipers were nice, straight. With the rotors, nothing was making a noise. Overall, it was just awesome, awesome experience, and I'm looking forward to another Friday. Like I was saying earlier, you guys let me know what you want to watch because again, the project is finished. If you have any questions, I see if you guys have questions and they DM me, and I get all the answers most of the time, 99.9% within one day or so. Um, you guys gotta subscribe, share the videos. Again, ask whatever questions you got or you want to, have answered. Um, Comment down below what videos now you want to watch because literally I'm done. This is the time. This is beautiful because the season is coming and I have the entire season to enjoy the bike. Okay. When I'm done having fun with this bike, um, possibly I will sell it and I will build something else. Possibly. That's if I get bored. But the bike is it's a machine. It's a beast. It's perfect built, and that's what I was looking for. Perfect build, and it's just lots of fun. It really, really is. I look forward to every bike ride I get. Uh, but again, I get tired. It's tense. It's tense to have a goal where you're right, where you have to get to a point B in a certain amount of time. Not that you're stressing it, but you gotta get there. And it's different when you just have a leisure and go out on a weekend. And that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm gonna go out on a weekend, just aimlessly ride around the neighborhood. Um, go to the beach, go to Broadwalk and things like that. Take my son with me, enjoy that. It's not warm yet, or we're not even close to hot weather like June, July, August. Literally it's 40 degrees, so it's pretty cold in New York, which was never like that. We almost in May, but let me know, guys, what you want to do. I'm not a big GoPro guy, but if you guys like want to see my rides, I know like there's few YouTubers that always have the GoPro and they kind of do a vlog, which I guess is decent, but you guys let me know what you want, and I'll do my best to pretty much make everybody happy, if you know what I mean. But definitely make sure that you subscribe, your friends, your relatives, and everybody else. Anybody who's building a build like this, a project like that, definitely gotta subscribe and see how the build went. And I'm lucky how my battery is fitting. I'm extremely happy, extremely lucky. It's a 50 amp battery, so plenty of juice. And to be honest with you, I might not even need a second battery, which would be awesome because that's just additional weight that I don't really need. Okay, so take care, folks. 15 minutes of garbage, but hopefully you enjoyed it. Until then, be good.